And good evening, one and all, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. You were lost and now you are found, and you are all most welcome here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight as we once again delve into the cyberpunk future. We find ourselves in Valhalla. How's it going, everyone? I hope you've all been having a wonderful weekend. And let us see who is in the chat this evening. Here comes Lee, welcome back. Daniel, Samuel, the Wolf Warrior, Shadowfang, Dr. Brutalize, how's it going? Multipath Interference with an incredibly kind 10-month resub. Oh my god, dude, thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Ewan, how's it going? Good to see you. And Skrak93, Zanshlu, Carmina, how's it going? Got a good crowd tonight. This is definitely much more of a unwinding sort of stream as compared to the energy that we had on my Friday night stream, which was absolutely insane. But I'm so glad so many of you were able to join me tonight as we... Oops. Fix up some things. Hey, Cute Fox 101, how's it going? Welcome back, good to see you. But yes, let us all relax and unwind together as we serve cocktails and change lives. And thank you so much for the host, Daniel, really appreciate it. Your electricity bill will be sent out on the 24th. Please make sure you have 8,000 needed. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Have a nice day. Perfect, perfect. Oh, hydrate check from Daniel. Thank you, thank you. Now, the last time we played this game, it got really quite heavy with how the Jill's story was going. I might be streaming just a little bit shorter this evening, maybe closer to 2 hours than 2.5 hours, but we'll just see how tonight goes, okay? Hey, Demon Moon, welcome back. So glad you could join us tonight at the Blue Rose Respite. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. But we just need just a little bit more to get us over that curve, but by the end of today, we should have the money we need. Let's see if there's any news articles. Ooh, a new piece from the Augmented Eye. Lilum receiving mysterious messages from Lather Smithy. Halloween was back in October, but this terrifying tale didn't become popular until now. Reports say that Lilum across the city have been receiving strange transmissions with messages that are confusing at best and threatening at worst. The contents are not clear, as most of the Lilum can't remember exactly what they had heard. But the most mysterious thing of all is perhaps the fact that the Lilum could not record any of the messages while they were broadcasted. It was almost as if something had blocked the Lilum from doing so. That sounds ominous. While we have nothing but anecdotal proof, even among our own Lilum, the mystery behind these messages is one we should be paying attention to. Yes, indeed we should. I think we've already read the piece about Kiramiki? Have we? No, I don't think we've read this piece yet. Is Kiramiki the biggest pop idol in history by Lather Smithy? The world at large is still coming to terms with the idea of the Lilum being so quickly integrated into our society. Some say they can't be treated as human because they're immortal and such. Cannot really understand what it's like to be alive, but most of the Kiramiki fandom would disagree. Anti-Lilum people are insane. To me, Miki knows more about life than I do, and I'm older than this damn city, Richard Show 55 told the Augmented Eye during a fan gathering. I'm with Richard, added Nacho 6. I may be a dog, but I'm utterly fascinated with the way she writes about things in her blog. She's impressed by everything, and nobody really knows what life's about anyway. Very good points. Quincy studies the possibility of allowing imports by Lana Smithy. Glitch City is one of the few places on Earth that's strictly self-sufficient, with an import rate of only 0.8%. That's interesting. However, that might change due to the recent shortages across the city. Prime Minister Quincy revealed this morning that the government plans to have a more relaxed policy for importers. We won't lift the currency control, we can provide them a foreign currency at a low fixed rate. That way we can secure essential items at affordable prices. Quincy told AE. Some experts say that private companies are no longer working to full capacity, which is unsurprising news given that the Quincy government has seized most of them, resulting in the shortage crisis in the first place. All these news articles are sounding shady as fuck. Like, I'm expecting some shit's gonna go down in the coming days. But we have what we need. Anything on the Kirimiki blog? No, I think we're all up to date on that. So let us head into work. Yes, it is almost spooky Halloween. It's next Saturday and I can't wait. I'm looking forward to taking that day to kind of do some spiritual stuff, but also just to kind of relax and unwind and just watch horror movies and have a good time. I've needed a night off for a long time. But I do have a video coming out on Saturday that I put a lot of heart and soul into, so I'm really looking forward to showing that to you guys. Hey Samuel, how's it going? Always good for good internet connection. Evening. Hey. How are you feeling? Lilima soft and warm. Come again? You heard me. So, on a scale from steaming pile to shit to just sad, where are you? So happy to see Vampire Steph. Oh, I trust that you enjoyed the photos that I posted on Instagram. I must say, it's been a while since I've been covered in blood and taken photos like that, but I was like, this is a good look for me. That's a good look for me. I might have to do more of that in the future. A sad pile of shit? Hey, Galactic Emperor Batman, how's it going? Welcome back. I still hate myself. I'm still sad as hell. But, how to put it, the noise stopped. I don't know if I explained myself. Sorta. Kinda. So, how were things last night? Cozy, I must admit. That's right, Dorothy came over to help provide some emotional comfort and probably some physical comfort as well, because Jill has been through a lot recently, and I think Dorothy was just over there to just, you know, nothing sexual had to happen, but you know, just having someone to hold you close at night and just have that reassurance that everything's going to be okay. That's a really good feeling. Shadow, that's an awful joke, but I loved it. Vampire Steph is bloody gorgeous, but Cozy, I must admit. I can't believe you paid Dorothy for that. Well, if you want to call that payment, I guess. I called Dorothy to tell her what happened to you. She was really concerned. Oh. She stuttered for a second, saying that she had a whole night to go and she couldn't just leave for free. I asked her how much, and she said, enough to pay for the soda I'm having is fine. Oh, so she gave up a full night of work just to comfort Jill? Yes? Oh, that's so sweet of her. How did you get a number? I have contacts. Right. Anyways, Jill, if you need a second break, a drink, or a hug, just let me know, you hear? Dana is such a good boss. She's so nice to us. Also, because I changed my camera positioning, it's still in the corner, but it's a little bit smaller so you can see more of the screen. But now I feel like with this game, I'm even at a more appropriate height to give head pats to certain patrons. Thanks. I make you the same offer, but I'm guessing hugs from me are the last thing you want. If you need a bartender, let me know though. Oh, Gillian's nice. Nice to know. Anyways, we have work to do. I think I really like the music that we have selected. That's much more kind of low-key, lo-fi sort of stuff. Time to mix drinks and change lives. It's nice to hear that again. Did you say something? Did I? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, it's you guys. Who is it? Oh, it's the puppers. Boop, boop. And speaking of pet animal buttons. Hey, be more respectful. Respectful. I brought my boss here. Aren't you a part-timer or something? My other boss. You're talking to the great Nacho Tumbleweed Jr. Hey, Talon! How's it going? Welcome back. Glad you can make it tonight. Boss, I'm taking my break. I know what I said earlier, but you haven't even started yet. Shit. So, what brings you here today? I wanted to see the place my best soldier is working at. Soldier? Wait, aren't you the dog I served last Monday? Oh, it's you, Dana. Soldier, why didn't you tell me you were working for Dana? No, that's not Dana. That's just Jay. Wait, I think Nacho was the one that was in the interview with the augmented eye that we read earlier. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so sorry that work wasn't good for you this week, Talon. I'm really glad you're here with us tonight and we can all relax and unwind together, okay? Take a seat, get a drink, and relax and unwind with us. Ooh, thank you for the stretch check, Daniel. Oh, much appreciated. So I'm guessing you're a part of this whole CIRA thing. Part of it? I founded it. Yep, it's all good, and chat, let's give lots of hugs to Talon. Sounds like they've had a rough couple of days. Humans have the best intentions, but they just don't get us. So I decided to create a place where dogs can be dogs. Here, we can take in any dog without a place in this world. We created our own heaven on earth. And do you take corgis only? Do I look like one of those sci-fi pictures? Of course not. Because yeah, these are Shiba, they're not corgis. I think it's the pointy ears and the stubby nubbins that make me always think that they're corgis. But puppers, they're so cute. I'd include other animals, but sadly I can only take care of those who are the same species as I. Sad thing is, I'd take him more seriously, but it's a talking corgi with an eye patch. Will you get anything? I'm fine. What about you, boss? Manly stuff. You sure? Did I stutter? Alright. Let's get you a manly drink. What's a crevice spike? Okay, that's more of a sobering drink. We want something that maybe is a bit more... I kind of want to get him a suplex. A small twist on the pile driver, putting more emphasis on the tongue burning and less on the throat burning. I want to get a suplex. I want to get a suplex for the corgi. I don't want to, like, for the doggos, I don't want to get suplexed myself. That always looks like it really hurts. So I think probably the suplex, or maybe the pile driver. Yeah, this is bitter and manly, so let's do this. All on the rocks and mixed. Oh, it's all good. It's all good, Cute Fox. Thank you so much for dropping by tonight. And yes, fingers crossed for me. If you were on my Friday stream, then you know that a very amazing individual dropped by in the chat and just wish me luck. Wish me luck, guys. I think that's right. But yeah, that looks like a good drink as well. That looks like a kind of drink I would drink. I'm really itching for a good old-fashioned, actually. Oh, yes, I know I said it on Saturday, but I'm more saying for people in the chat tonight who weren't there from my Friday stream. But it's all good. Have an awesome night, Cute Fox. Here. Yes, this is just what I wanted. Ugh, this tastes worse than my own butt. Hey, you asked for it. This is a really nice place, you know? You picked a good place to work at, soldier. Thanks. Does he really get paid? Your efforts to keep Sierra effort will not go to waste. We'll make her better and... Sierra afloat will not go to waste. We'll make her better and better. I mean, we're pretty much on the verge of closing. Can boss really afford that? We have more urgent matters at hand, though. Like the fact we don't have enough balls for everyone. There is apparently a shortage of balls at CIRA. Can't they just share the ones we have? You fool. Every dog has a right to have his own ball. Damn right. Speaking the truth. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point of even trying? Like, if this is a group that's all about rehabilitating dogs from rougher environments and stuff, can we volunteer? Because, like, these are dogs that can communicate freely, so, you know, we could just pet so many of the puppers. I want to volunteer for the sentient puppers and give them lots of head pats. If we can't provide even that, then what's the point in even trying? Wait, don't tell me she just doesn't give a fuck and is spending all of her money like water. I mean, what with the bar closing and all that? But many have enjoyed the boxes more than they do the balls. That's a good point. What do you think is cheaper, a box of balls or a box of boxes? Are there boxes of boxes? Of course there are. How do you think they ship boxes? Tied together? Tied together? Don't be silly. Unless she's paying him straight from her pocket. Boss is that kind of woman. Jillian Reyes, how is it going? Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. Take a seat, enjoy yourself. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. This world is filled with all sorts of recursive madness, you know? Doctors consult doctors, boxes come in boxes, bottles come in bottles. Oh, Lee, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's always an awful thing to lose a pet. I really hope... I'm sure that their lives were filled with all the love and attention and adoration that you could give them, and it's all good. We're all here for you. But yes, I need to get like more plush. I need to get like a proper cuddling plushie because I can't have a pet at the moment. Ooh, as expected from you, boss. Wait, that theory only works assuming she's actually paying him with money. For all I know, she might be paying him with steaks. Very true. So tomorrow you're going to check for people selling boxes, you hear? Sir, yes, sir. Hey, Shadowy Whispers, how's it going? Glad you could drop by. Just hopping between channels. Just wanted to show some love as I debate between getting food and streaming. Oh, the never-ending debate. The never-ending debate. But feel free to stay as long as you like, Shadowy Whispers. You are always welcome here, and I hope you come to the right conclusion soon. Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable. Except that to boss, a good steak is more valuable than money. You know what? It kind of is. Wait, what if they come with foil? Ross and Strauss had to be taken to the vet because she ate the foil and a piece of cheese came in. Oh. Curses, you're right. We need a contingency plan. Besides, boss is not one to scam people, let alone a dog. I wonder if we can strike a deal with the vet those cipher bastards have. She's always so nice with us. I know, her smile is so cute too. So it's better that we vet for a vet? Yes, put that on the list. Hey, wordplay. Ah, Nacho. Oh yeah, I forgot she knew the dog. Are you staying for a while? I was just passing by, I've got some errands to run. Great, Gil can go with you. I can? You will. I'll still get paid for today, right? That depends on Nacho's evaluation. Alright, Greenhorn, let's get going. Oh, I'm paying him anyways, by the way. Just wanted to mess around with him. No, that's not the problem here. Why make him do that? Gil looked like he needed to take a good break, and he's kind And he's the kind to just not accept such a thing. But with Nacho, he'd have something to do, and he'd be away from the bar for a bit. Then when you put it that way... Anyway, I'm going back to my office. Your boss sure is nice. Glad I'm working with her too. Yeah. So, you having anything? Actually, I'm just gonna go sit over there and be on standby. Await orders. Okay. Shit, I missed the chance to ask how or even if he gets paid with money. Man, I sure need... Wait, Betty? Who's Betty? Man, I sure need to get wasted. I failed to see how getting wasted will make you feel, but Sheba! For fuck's sake, you piece of scrap. We just got out of the building full of dogs. This one has a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses. Hey there, robot. Oh, these two! And he talks. Huh. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey, Jill. Get me a beer, will you? Gotcha. Does Jill want anything? Okay, roll. Sir, yes, sir. Oh my god, it was a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. They are so cute. I wanted one of those for the longest time. I want a dog so badly. Unfortunately, just my apartment situation, I can't have any pets, and I am potentially planning to move to another country in the next few years, so I'm going to wait for that, potentially. Like, Betty is really cute as well. She's very sweet. So cute. He's fine. Just a beer, then. Friday after work isn't just a beer, though. It's the beer. Can't argue with that. Beer for Betty. I could make it big for the heck of it. You know what? Betty is actually a really, really nice patron, so let's make it a big one for her. Unfortunately, I'm not coming back to Australia. I might be moving to North America. I still have to take those initial steps, but it's something I've been thinking of doing for a while, but nothing's confirmed yet. All mixed. Oh, that was the wrong thing. I fucked that up somehow. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I would love to move over to North America, because then I'd be also primarily in a much better time zone, so that I could do more streaming and stuff. Also, I'd be so much closer to all of my a lot of my narration friends, and I'd be able to do more voice acting stuff. So it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of work, but I'll get there eventually. Oh, say, can you see? Maybe not America, I'm thinking of Canada. But of course, nothing's confirmed yet. There we go, that's more like it. And it's a big one. Here, let's make it special. Yeah. Cheers. Hey Jill, do you like beer? The amount of beer cans in my apartment is becoming a problem, actually. I had this friend back in high school who made some pretty nice crafts with them. I'm still in contact with him if you're interested. No, thanks. The last thing I need right now is more crap taking up space. I did indeed send that voice reel off. I imagine he's got his hands full for the next few days with the launch and everything, so just keep your fingers crossed for me and send those positive vibes my way. So, how are things up in Dogtown? Well, that Laura girl is stirring things up for better or worse. For worse? She's, like a rabbit. An overtly politically correct rabbit. Rabbit? Never had a pet rabbit? They're a nervous mess that gets startled over the littlest of things. And this girl is on the constant lookout, scared of saying something that might irk someone. It doesn't have to be the person she's speaking with, even. It's no problem in the company, but the other day we went out together and holy shit, poor girl can't speak properly. She pauses every sentence to make sure she doesn't say something offensive. Oh, thank you so much, Helen. And guys, I really, really appreciate it. Just, if this opportunity works out, like, I would really love it to work out. It would be absolutely amazing, but just keep those fingers crossed for me that this amazing person likes my demo reel. And hey, beer guzzling, how's it going? Welcome back. She's a nice girl and a sweet, but she tries so hard to not offend anyone. And Shadow Tom, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Glad you could join us. Honestly, there's a number of amazing individuals in Canada that some I have met in person, some I'm yet to meet in person, but I'm online friends with. So once I'm able to travel again, then I might just go around for a little bit of a trip and see what city takes my fancy. But seriously, she tries too hard. Oh, I like this song actually. Snowfall. Good to know. You don't help either. You randomly yell, "What did you say?" whenever she's within earshot distance. Yeah, well, it's just that she looks so cute when she's startled. Oh, come on, Betty. Like a rabbit. Okay, rabbits are adorable when they're a little bit jumpy though. It raises up the question of whether she's really like that, or if you're the one making her wary of anything she says. Well, why don't we test that? How? You go out with her. Why? To test if it's really me who makes her like that. Interesting tactic. It's not like you can say no, you know. I mean, it's my honor that's on the line here. I want to prove you're only talking shit about me. Even if you were right, you have quite the fixation on that girl. Hey Steph, I'm tempted to start a profile on Casting Call Club for my stuff, however I'm highly hesitant on doing so, but self-conscious about taking that step. Honestly, I use Casting Call Club for looking for new projects to be a part of. Some people put up more like just doing stuff for fun and you're not getting paid for it. Other more professional productions put up listings on there as well. Honestly, all I can say is just do it. And if it doesn't quite work out the way you expected, at least you tried it. But start out with some smaller budget projects if you're just getting started with voice acting, and then take it from there. Read the details of the job so that you can do your best audition possible. But just take that first step and see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. At least you could say that you've tried. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate check, Daniel. Just do it! And a stretch check from Demon Moon, thank you! Oh, my shoulders are so stiff these days. I need to get a massage or something. Yeah. Because yeah, if I hadn't had the just do it mentality, I wouldn't have posted that first chapter of the Castle of Blue Roses. And yeah. She's fun. Fun how? She actually reacts when I tease her. Okay. Oh, take care, Lee. Thank you so much for dropping by tonight. Have an awesome week ahead. You take it in your stride, but she actually gets startled, squirms, and then gets uncomfortable. How is that any good? She's cute, and her reactions are cute. But if you keep it up, she'll either leave or get used to you. You know, like me. Shit, you're right. I must save my teasing for when the moment is just right then. No, that's not the problem. It is for me. And what are you doing here? What about the dog? He said he had to go out. By the way, he said his name was... Say, this Laura girl, do you guys get along? I wouldn't know. We get along as co-workers at the very least. What kind of girl is she, aside from the whole politically correct rabbit thing? Slow. She's the kind that does things so carefully that she does them really, really slowly. I used to be like that. Like, I would just be so anxious about getting something wrong that I would take 3 times as long to do a simple task. Thankfully, just time and experience kind of helped me ease out of that, but oh my god, I empathize so much with this girl. Shia LaBeouf. Oh my god, I just had a brain blast for something that could be kind of amazing for a male ASMRist. I'm actually going to write that down because who knows, I might do it. But all I'm saying, give me a second, I need to write this down. Write that down, write that down! Enjoy the music while I write. Sorry about this, guys. I'm sorry. Just my brain being what it is, it might be the spooky fumes getting to me and the topical conversation in the chat, but all I can think is, you're walking in the woods. It's midnight and your car is broken. Out of the corner of your eye you spot him. Shia LaBeouf, ASMR. Okay, but sorry, I kind of need to make that now. Shia LaBeouf ASMR, where you're literally walking through the woods and you encounter the killer. Like, you encounter Shia LaBeouf, and it's the whole song in ASMR format. It's like, I'm not sure if I could do it authentically as a girl, but I'm kind of like, I kind of need to make this now. And Ball of Ham, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Take a seat, enjoy yourself, and make yourself at home. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, that's why I always have my phone next to me, and I apologize if when I have to break to write things down, it breaks it, but that's the thing about these soothing streams, is that you can just enjoy the music while we just relax and unwind together. Really, really slowly. Oh my god, Shadowy Whispers, yes. Like, can we make this a thing? Can we do this? Also, just while you're in the chat, I just have to say, Shadowy Whispers, I listened to your Phantom of the Opera ASMR, and as someone who has been a Phantom of the Opera fan for a very, very, very long time, you have no idea how much I enjoyed that. Oh my god. Sorry, I just have to say, I had to say that while you were in the chat right now, but thank you so much for making that. You did an amazing job, and your voice is so good as Eric. It is unnervingly good as Eric, and it was just perfection. Be still my heart. Anyway. I can't deny that when she actually finishes stuff, she does a great job, but it's unnerving. She doesn't actually have to be with us in the building, though. She's more like a freelancer. Why is she there, then? Because she likes dogs. And that's why I insist that you two would make a fine couple. That's actually a really superficial statement. It's like saying you'd be fine with someone because you're both women. Hey, Steel Monkey 31, you're not late at all. We were just having a conversation going in and out, so we've only really just started in this evening of Valhalla, so glad you could join us. Okay, bad example. May I say something? By all means. If that Laura girl is really as bland as you claim her to be, wouldn't she be better off with a more assertive person? Lilum, a more assertive partner? Yo, piece of scrap, she's totally calling you a pussy. She's right, though. At least he's honest. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. And the first joke of the night is, did you hear about the Italian chef who died? He passed away. Thank you, Daniel. Glorious. Glorious. Sharing interests and being compatible are totally different things. But then you'd be underestimating the power of love. Whether you want to admit it or not, love changes people for better or worse. Who knows, maybe you'll become more assertive after spending time with her. Or she'll drive me nuts. I guess that's a possibility too. Still, why are you so insistent on me and her getting together? Because she's like a cute rabbit. Or someone might try to eat her out there. It'd be a lot easier to keep her in my sight. I'm over in Casting Call Club trying to set everything up and all I hear is, I think she's calling you a pussy. Oh my god, like some of the stuff that I say during these streams just... So in short, your motherly instincts arose because of Laura. Why not see if she likes you and you already tried to hit on her, didn't you? You make me sound like some kind of skirt chaser. She's not into girls. Oh, that's sad. That's disappointing. When you turned down by someone you're interested in. How did you find out? I asked her directly. Of course you did. She seemed, giddy afterwards. I heard her muttering something about meeting her first lesbian. Okay. It was weird. Yeah, it's a little awkward. Okay, enough Laura for a night. Refrain from using "that's what you said last night" jokes or variations thereof, please. Party pooper. Let's get a drink then. Sounds good. I'll have a bloom light, please. Get me a fringe weaver. Alright. Nice and straightforward, we can do this. All aged on the rocks and mixed. A bloom light and one fringe weaver. Yeah, it's just like occasionally this game will throw like a sexy curveball and just throw you completely off guard. All aged and mixed. Resist! That's what she said! Okay, we've got a fringe weaver and a bloom light. Perfect, and let's serve up. Here you go. I probably should be doing this, but I'm taking a sip of my whiskey every time you take a... every time it makes you drink, just because. Well, the drinks are really nicely paced out in this game, so just take it at your own pace, Helen. It's all good. So long as you're drinking responsibly. I wonder why it's called a bloom light. Seems it was first developed at some video games event. The creator said something about making the attendees feel like their customers do. Said attendees were, of course, part of some big games company. Seems that company always used too much bloom lighting, so the bartender literally had to make them drink all the bloom. So it's not called that because it glows in the dark. Not this one, no. Come to think of it, did you ever change because of a relationship, Jill? Oh. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. In more ways than one, I guess. Would you say that for better or worse? I guess for the better. I'm too thick-headed to develop any new bad habits. Hey, Skorak! How's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Take a seat, enjoy yourself, and have a good time with us. Although, thanks to my first boyfriend, I did pick up a very annoying habit of correcting people's grammar on the fly. Pretty annoying when I think back on it. So you were one of those kinds of people. As for me, sometimes I think I became more, what's the word? Cynical, jaded, bitter, tired of the crap this world and everyone in it throws on a daily basis. Hey, I'm just quoting you. Oh, But yeah, I think I became all that because of this one girlfriend I had in college. She got me into the whole activism thing in the first place. How is that bad? We'd all go and protest, we'd start all kinds of movements to see things changed. I really got into the whole thing. But whenever I wanted to get more serious, I'd find myself coming up against a wall. That wall is an analogy for the fact that not everyone was willing to go that far. I found out pretty fast that most of them were in the whole thing because of some shitty fad. Yeah, it sounds like she's a bit of a Bruja if you play Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah, she sounds a bit like a Bruja. Not because they actually believed in whatever movement they were championing. So I moved from group to group only to find people who were in it because of a fad. And when they were not, and when they were not in it because of a passing fad, they were of the dangerous extremist kind. My tolerance for people's shit was greatly diminished after all that. So it wasn't so much the person you had a relationship with, but rather other people. You seriously never thought about it that way? You need to stop putting the blame for what you do on past relationships. Whatever. Where's the other guy, by the way? He had to escort one of the dogs outside. Figures. Oh, yeah. That one was there here, the one that was here that asked if you were the nice vet lady that worked at the Safar Toy Company. Oh, she's the one. She's the vet. I suppose he's still interested in talking to you or something. Why didn't he do it then? I don't know. You've been doing a few jobs on the side, haven't you? The pay for the dogs isn't enough to keep up with the mounting debts. I don't know how you do it. It's hard to believe dogs pay you at all. But this is coming from someone working at a place that pays a dog for doing fuck all. Or at least I think we're paying him. I'm not completely certain we do. Will you get anything else? Well, we're fine, but we have to get up early tomorrow. And by we, I really mean her. She's got invited to a picnic, and I won't stand to hear another had to go to a picnic with a hangover story. Oh, a picnic sounds so nice. Fine. Let's go then. See ya, Jill. Bye. They're really nice. I really like them. Not as super exciting as some of the other patrons we have, but you know, at least they're not assholes. They're really nice to talk to. Man, you're such a party pooper. You'll be the party pooper tomorrow if you keep drinking. Whilst I'll take my break, call me if someone comes. Deal's really nice. I really like him. He's a really nice Lilim, and I like his character design as well. Sounds like a really nice big brother. Yeah, I agree, Wolf Warrior. They're kind of the two most normal people. Like, their conversations fluctuate very naturalistically. Sorry, naturally. Why am I using fancy words? I'm tired. Alright. Didn't mean to press load. I meant to press save. Saved. I think I'm older than most people in the chat, so I may be the most stable adult here. No dogs in sight. What was the one that was a little too loud? I think Neon Glow Lights was maybe a little bit too loud for what I was going for. My German accent requires some work. It's something I actually do need to practice. I don't really have a German accent that I'm very proud of, and it's only when I've been listening to people with German accents that I can kind of mimic it as best as I can. It needs some work. It needs some work. Okay, if you've got a quote that you'd like me to read, then I can do my best. It depends on what the quote is. Oh, I've already got that one. Actually, I really like Snowfall, that particular song, so let's put that one on again so that it comes up again. Oh, Steel Monkey, I would prefer maybe not to. Unless it's like for a strategy thing, like with Darkest Dungeon in terms of how to prepare for something in the future. Maybe not. Maybe not. You're allowed to post vague hints for things like for helping me strategize and prepare for stuff that might be in the future. But when it comes to plot spoilers, I prefer not to. But thank you so much for the understanding. And it's all good. It's all good. I really appreciate that you asked first before you did it. Because you guys are so nice. Yeah, I really like Snowfall, so let's put that in there as well. Okay then, back to work. Okay, a German accent, Heavy Panzer under infantry attack. Why am I shouting this? Like, I don't know, was that German or Austrian? I have no idea. Apologies if that was all over the place. Yeah, sorry, that was awful. That was awful. Oh, it's all good, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Have an awesome week ahead. And Multipath Interference, how's it going? Welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite. Glad you could join us this evening. Take a seat and enjoy yourself. Oh, Helsing Ultimate Abridged, just... love it. I love it so much. Like, as my voice gets deeper, like, my Alucard impression steadily gets better. Or worse, depending. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey there, Alma. Hi, Alma. What's on your mind? She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer her up. Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes... What is it that Alma usually buys? Is it a Brantini? I'm trying to remember. Because some of you guys in chat are much more, pay much more attention to this than me. I think it is a Brantini? Feel free to correct me. I think it's a Brantini, or is it a bad touch? Because Jill can't stop making jokes about it. Fuck, I can't remember either. God damn it. Oh, shit. Was it a Brantini? God, I'm really trying to remember. Where is it? Because I'm trying to think back of all the ones that we ordered for her in the past. It's either a Bad Touch or a Brantini, but I can't remember. A Cobalt Velvet was also really good. Fuck. I think it was a Brantini. Let's go with a Brantini. Please. Oh, it's the wrong one. God damn it. Hey. And this? It's all me. Drink so you at least change your expression. Okay, it could have been the right one, it could have been the wrong one. Jill's giving it for free, so you don't get charged for it. But so I'm curious if this was the right one. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? So, how is it? A Brantini. So you do pay attention to what I ask for. I was right! I was right! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really proud of myself. I'm glad I remembered. Because Alma's really nice, and I really hoped I paid attention. Love you, Alma. I can't really give you head pats, but I can kind of give you a fringe bit of head pats. So. Pat. A Brantini, so you do pay attention to what I ask for. You have quite the fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, want to hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate. Just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. Oh! Oh, that is awful! Alma, I am so sorry! It was a fun night. We were pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. Oh, I'm not going to judge you based on your relationship with your dad, but ooh, I am uncomfortable with that. No. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. No. Well, the highlight was him ordering a brantini for me. Okay, again, I'm not going to be one to judge on your relationship with your dad, but that's like some weird energy. No, God. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Oh? Ever since that day, he's called me Brantini Girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. Does he though? Like... No, it was just... Maybe it was just his way of saying, you know, dress really nice, but the whole... Then it was like, some people thought we were actually dating. I'm like, oh no. It's like when, like, dads kiss their daughters on the mouth. It's just... Like, when dads kiss their teenage attractive daughters on the mouth, it's just, oh, it's all kinds of no. Like, kudos that you've got wonderful, happy memories of going out for drinks with your dad, Alma. It sounds like you guys have a weird but healthy relationship, so... Oh, God. You should meet him sometime. Do we, though? So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly. My grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept that up. So, what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem. Such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your road right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Okay, at least she asks first. That's nice. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit for the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So, go ahead. Unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so... Remember my sister Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story then. More specifically, that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. Okay, just a heads up, guys. This may get into some uncomfortable territory regarding the relationship that's going to be discussed. So I'm just letting you know in advance that this might get into a rather heavy topic of conversation. So if you're uncomfortable with that, feel free to leave the stream for like 10-15 minutes and then come back in if that's okay. But just letting you know in advance, this might get into some heavy topics. So just letting you know in advance. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself. And I mean that. She never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple of weeks later? Why, bring her abusive husband back, of course. Okay, so her husband was the abuser, she kicked him out, but then she brings him back because she can't take care of herself. What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well... Huh. He reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. So she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus. Even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess out of the whole place. Bernardo and Eva are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some space. It doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So we're in the car and she asks how our kids are. And of course, after all the pent-up tension, I just exploded. First, I started ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all these escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Oof. Yeah, you slutty skank, I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back into my bed. I don't have kids, but I've pretty much raised Eva and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore! Oh, Alma, I'm so sorry. And Deadpool 72897, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Just in time for a very tense moment in this game, but thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really appreciate it. Glad you could join us tonight. Damn. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Any way I can help? You just did. Huh? I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. I can't tell my mom, your daughter is a slut. Oh, thank you so much, Deadpool. I really, really appreciate it. Honestly, like, any shout-outs or sharing is hugely appreciated. It really helps get my channel and my presence out there. So thank you so much, dude. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. I love the relationship between Jill and Alma. It's so much fun. Nah, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Damn right, us like generous girls, it's full of love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding, kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Eva. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. These can actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. Yes! Yes, they can, Alma! They absolutely can! And poor Bernardo. His breasts actually started growing when he was 8. Oh. Oh, maybe that's like a cyberpunk genetic thing that some genetic traits warp in different ways for men and women, so that's interesting. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. My father's sisters still look quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Oh, I see. Actually, Shadow Tom, you were actually probably very, very right. I believe Bernardo was actually trans, so yes. Thank you for letting me know that. So that would explain a lot of things. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Hey, you know what worries me about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out? If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her, somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? If I find a good man and I settle down, what if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? Cyberpunk 2077 looks so good. I'm so excited for it. If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? I'm pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kinds of people who wouldn't even think about it at all. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards about who you're romantically interested in. That is perfectly fine. Hey. Am I lying? No. But there are things best kept as unspoken truths. Oh. I wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. I empathize with Alma on so many levels, it's getting under my skin at this point. For now, the time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Get me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. Alma asked for something cold and with alcohol. We can do that. There's a ton of drinks, so let's just look at them alphabetically. Something cold with alcohol. I mean, even this first one, the Bad Touch. Like, she likes classy drinks, though. So maybe if we go for a classy drink, that's, A Bad Touch is classy. Brantini I don't think has it. No. Actually, a Cobalt Velvet might be a good one. Ooh. Acai is such a good beer. It's such a good beer. I really want one now. This one might be good. It's on the rocks, with ice and mixed, and it's got alcohol. Let's do this one. Cobalt Velvet. Here you go. Thanks, I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So, you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on, you heard my problems. I want to help too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You want to come? Sure. Something tells me this mega Christmas is going to be a mess at my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Sejil, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like legs the most? Really? I like the breast better. Honestly, I'm the same. Maybe because I have chicken breast a couple of times a week for dinner, and it's one of the most versatile meats you can cook with. I'm not really a fan of like fried chicken at all. Like I really don't like it as a snack food. Chicken nuggets though. Favorite part of the chicken is to cook it with me personally is probably the breast. If I'm getting chicken in some form as like takeout, it's chicken nuggets all the way. Oh, Deadpool, I'm so sorry that you haven't been feeling too good at the moment. Everyone in chat, give some hugs to Deadpool. It sounds like they really need a boost at the moment. I really hope things get better for you soon. Africa by Strato, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm so glad you're able to make it. Hey, this is my first time here. Just found your YouTube channel like last week. Immediately followed when I saw you had a Twitch. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Take a seat, enjoy yourself, and I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. Rest is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Okay, I will say turkey legs have a pretty good texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy their legs and a lot less messy. Very true. You silly girls. Boss! Yeah, they're talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best parts are the wings. Okay, I will agree. Some good chicken wings in like a really nice like barbecue sauce is actually really good. The only thing is there's not a lot of meat on it, so the whole point of it is essentially the wing is just a vessel for the sauce. And like you got to get some really good like Texas style barbecue sauce up in there to really make that worth your while. Yes, we're talking about food. They started it. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where did you get spicy chicken wings? From a spicy chicken. Duh. You know spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Dana's asking the real questions here. Well, because... thought as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up. But it'd be cooked otherwise. Great. I expect you here to be Sunday at 8 PM. Thanks. Anyways, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left them here. She usually orders stronger stuff? I found buckets that made my throat itch from just being near them. Like, I like spicy food. Like, I love me a good jalapeno popper. But if it's too spicy to the point that everything in your mouth and throat is burning, why eat it then? Because, I mean, you paid money to eat something that you can't even taste and that physically hurts to eat. Like, I get maybe if you're doing it for, like, a challenge or something like that, but if it's too spicy for you to actually enjoy it, why buy it at all? That's just my 2 cents on it. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? Does Jill like guys? I thought she was a lesbian. That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Oh, she's, like, bi or pansexual. My mistake. Not jealous, not aggressive. Responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? How about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. What about you? I like them well dressed. Alma is, like, speaking to my soul. I empathize with her more and more. Tellin, how dare you call me out like this? I like them well dressed, fluffy. They fly around Virginia, and they are giant Mothmen. That's my type. That's my type. And Milo from Monster Camp. Like, I like guys who are well dressed, okay? Tall, well dressed, and have really good voices. And nice cheekbones. And a great laugh. If they go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes, they're sure to catch my eye. Some muscle is always fine too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter entirely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness of my mouth. Okay. Let's get us something to help her get over the spiciness of the wings. A part of me thinks maybe a beer would be the best option. I'm just trying to think if there's like a one that's for cooling. Something with ice, definitely. Wait, does it... The beer doesn't have ice in it, so maybe not. Wonder, is milk an option? Frothy water. PG shows for Odafir beard S-Rat since 2040. Maybe not. I'm just trying to quickly read the descriptions to see if any of these would hint that it's for a cooling thing. Mercury Blast. No, a pile driver's too bitter. Maybe a Sugar Rush? Actually, no, that doesn't have ice in it. Sunshine Cloud, maybe? With the bottle drinks, like the rum, they don't really go into a lot of detail with it. Oh, I love me a good rum and coke, though. Like, a really good rum and coke. Yeah, the pile driver... No, it wasn't a Sugar Rush. What was it? Sunshine Cloud. Maybe... Yeah, because this one's on the rocks and blended, so... Let's give it something to help it get over the spiciness of the chicken wings. Yeah, I think a sweet drink would probably be the best one. Let's see, a Sugar Rush. Let's get a sweet drink. Maybe a Sparkle Star, actually, because that's aged and mixed. No, actually, that doesn't have ice in it. We want something on the rocks with ice. Okay, this looks promising. A Moon Blast. It's on the rocks, blended, it's sweet. That should be the best option. Oh, the only like dark spice rum I have on me at the moment is Kraken. It's like, I'm not a fan of Captain Morgan personally. As you can see behind me, there's my drinks trolley, which I'm very proud of. I think a Moon Blast would be the best option for her, because I'm trying to think, like, there wasn't really anyone that had a description of that would fit really well. But a part of me is like, would beer be the best fit for it? Because it's like beer and spicy wings. Like, I kind of want to make a beer instead. The bottled drinks that we have are rum, Mulan tea, which is a spiced tea, and a fedora with perfume and a plum, which is hipster as fuck. So I'm thinking maybe the beer would actually be best, because beer and wings actually goes together properly. Yeah, I'm gonna make her a beer, just like not a big one, just a standard one. Here you go. Damn. No more spice, but I have other problems now. Alright, so, next question. What kind of girl do you like? Alma, you're looking at us in a very sultry way. Like, beer is liquid bread. I once downed, I think it was 4 or 5 pints of Guinness in one night at a convention in the evening with my friends. That was essentially like drinking 5 loaves of bread. It was worth it. You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Okay. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but no, I prefer men in my bed. Now you. Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white? Like your boss? Alma, that is dangerous talk. You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the buckets of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Oh! Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. Huh. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Oh! She's having that I might be experimenting with my sexuality conversation. Okay. Okay. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I wouldn't ever let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me you were feeling shitty these last days? That's what she does. She draws us in with flattery and charming conversation, and then she wants to know really what happened. Fox, thank you so much for your 10-month subscription to my Twitch channel. Thank you so much for your continued support, Fox. I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad that you could join us this evening. And take care, Shadow Fang. See you next time. What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've had my problems so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on. Come here. Huh? I told you to sit here. Come on. What? Oh, are we swapping spots? So it's like, now Alma's the bartender, like, tell me your problems. Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, oh my god! Alma! Alma, what the fuck are you doing? That is some Alice Rabbit shit. Alma, have you been naughty? Have you been messing with some things you shouldn't have? Are you Alice Rabbit? Okay, then I move this here, click here, and now works for you, for me, and the dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then, it's something that goes back to my college years. Well, that's taking it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. I fucking called it, didn't I? I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho! We started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. please. I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar Rush then, you can't mess that up. Right. Oh, now we're making something as Alma. That's interesting. S-U-G-A-R, jump into your racing car, Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush. Yeah. Thanks. I just put in one shot of Carmetrine, nothing super over the top. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a Sugar Rush. I have this gut feeling with your body you make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So, keep telling the story. I will say, as someone who is... I think I'm kind of roughly the same endowment size as Alma. Like, sometimes when you're trying to cross your arms, it does get annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half, it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. I know, at the moment that she said cat bar, that I could already tell chat is just going to be like... Do we have the location of this cat bar? Meow meow. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about 1.5 years of my life. I've never actually been to a cat cafe. I'd love to go sometime. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions, day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped and I realized I need a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. She was dating, not her teacher, but it was like her teacher's assistant. So someone who was closer to her age, who might have been maybe like just a couple of years older than her, but not like a teacher. So that's not uncomfortable or anything like that. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that 1.5 years. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things. I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and I broke her face in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Oh, Jill, I'm so sorry. Damn. I'm sorry. I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all of that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Huh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection. A heart attack. Apparently she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if that's true, that she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me when she was sick when we were that she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost the sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride, fear, a stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. I can do that for you, Jill, but thank you so much for the stretch check and the hydrate check, Deadpool. Oh. Like, Deadpool, this game, while it does have some somewhat heavy subject matter, it's still a fun game. It's like, you're a bartender and you're listening to people tell their life stories, so... But yeah, we are starting to get towards the end of this game. So I think we're probably going to have rather heavy topics of conversation for the next couple of days that we're working here, so... It's very similar to Coffee Talk, except it's future and cyberpunk and at a bar. I agree, Skorak. It's not like an extreme thing in terms of like really, really super heavy, like hard-hitting topics of conversation. They just feel really human. And as I'm voice acting or attempting to voice act the dialogue, it does hit quite hard with some of the lines, I will say. But let's get Jill a big beer. All mixed. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. I think the voice acting is what gets me god wasted good at doing what you do. Deadpool, I'm just trying my best. I just think I kind of have a knack for voice acting because I'm so extra or something like that. But it is something that I have practiced over the years. I still have a lot of ways to improve though, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh. Hey, Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Oh, thank you so much, Shadow Tom. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. Okay, to be fair, you're in college. That's kind of the default anyway. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up. I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't. It's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Okay, even though things didn't end up well with Lenore. She sounded so sweet. Oh. That's really cute. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. And now... Well, we all know that introverts don't make friends, they just get adopted by extroverts. You know what, Talon, you're not wrong. That's kind of what happened with me. I had awful social anxiety all throughout high school and university, both universities I went to. And it wasn't really until I kind of came into my own as like a online person, like making stuff on YouTube and then getting into where I am now, that I started to become more comfortably being somewhat extroverted, but I'm still very much an introvert at heart. You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking, what the hell do I do with my life, I remembered a night we spent at a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself, you insisted on listening to me. You stood there listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client. But I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. Alma is best girl. I love so many of our lovely ladies in this game, but Alma has risen above and beyond, I have to say. I really enjoy working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like fucking hell, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'm honestly of the same temperament. Like, with some relationships that have broken off for one reason or another, sometimes it's best that you don't try to get in contact with that person again, especially if that relationship was hugely toxic. But I'm of the mentality that I will always do the best that I possibly can to have, at least on my part, done the best I could to make that relationship as healthy as possible. If the other person wasn't able to reciprocate for one reason or another, whether it's like they were hugely toxic or they were bad at communication or something like that, then that's on them. But then I know in my heart I've done the best that I could with that relationship. Like, some friendships, it's like, oh, we kind of left it in a bad spot, like there was a disagreement or an argument or we kind of fell out. I will always try to be that one to then be like, hey, I feel weird about this, can we talk sometime? And it's something that's really, really hard to do, I'm not gonna lie. But then I know I don't have any lingering regrets or don't have to second guess my stance on it, because at least I've tried to make an effort to make things better. But yeah, really, really important and very difficult lesson to learn. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And even if I fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know. Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. I'm curious what Alma did to our station, though. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all of that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss, about those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have any more spices for you, for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call the manager. Oh, so it wasn't spicy enough for her, so she gave them to Jill. Boss? Yes, flawless service. I love the note, cherished titty hacker. She's a good friend. Oh my god, yes. And look at that, we've got enough money for our electricity payments. Perfect, and it was just in time too. Our account was charged $8,000 as payment for your electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind and now she'll be able to focus at work with no problem. Nice, nice, nice. I wonder. I want to buy something, nothing that's too expensive, but maybe like a banner or a poster or something. Yeah, maybe not that, that's a little too expensive. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe something like the Alex figurine or the Maneki Neko. Actually, the Maneki Neko might be nice for all the talk of cats recently. Cute. That looks cute. Ooh. Let's see what's on the message boards. Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product in my opinion, much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave more importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American kids into the main event? Yeah, they're going to face Yusuke at the Dome now. Why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. We might have already read this one. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the Women's Championship? That should be one for the main event. The turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. This thread is closed. Rained, how's it going? Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. Take a seat. Enjoy yourself. I'm sure the chat will make you feel more than welcome. So glad you could join us tonight. Yeah, I'm rather clumsy when it comes to like glassware and stuff like that, and I'm not too good at mixing drinks myself, like because I get the proportions wrong. I much more prefer to be on the receiving end of the drinks rather than be the one making them. I think we've already read this one. Monster Girlfriend Shirari, can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, that fucking music. Is this the goat? Don't know, do you like the goat girl? Huh, I'm gonna marry a goat. It's an alright game, out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu bad equal bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game about pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being rated by normies? Fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Makise releasing EKDV 186 update. This is the greatest thing ever to grace planet Earth. I literally couldn't stop touching myself. Such a high quality release, but why is the camo blurry? Shit, taste is showing. I think this is one we've already read. Yeah, it was about the camo stuff with military weapons. I like porn, you guys. Lots of us do. But let's see what the augmented eye has to say. Lilin receiving mysterious messages update from Lana Smithy. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies. End of transmission. Developing. This sounds interesting. I'm really curious to see what this evolves into. Porn is healthy until it becomes an addiction. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, it should be maybe treated as like an extra little bit of spice on top of life and not like your main meal, if that makes sense. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. Oh. I wonder if she's amongst this 80, more than likely. By Lana Smithy. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like this will become rare in the following years. Model Warrior Julianne returns this February by Lana Smithy. Ooh, cute. Cute magical girl. The classic magical girl show, Warrior Model Julianne, is coming back to public television this year after almost 2 decades of absence. Oh, this is a series that Jill really likes. I'm so happy for her. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Awesome. Awesome. But let us save. Yeah, it sounds like the future is more destitute than we thought with limited amounts of internet. But Jill's room is looking more and more amazing. Well, let us head to work, make that money. Saturday, December 24th. Good evening. And I think after this day wraps up, I'll call it the end of the stream for the night, if that's alright with you guys. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty. Buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here... Oops. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. So if we're going to spend money, we might as well get more variety. Chapstick. Besides, those kind of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us, the dogs. You invited Titty Hacker. Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. I really like our music selection, so let's just go with this. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, you're new. Haven't seen you before. Oh, a BTC bar. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right when you see a building filled with hobos. This should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell, I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. The Lilum is a little unnerving. Is she mute or something like that? I'm curious to see how this goes. And the fact that they're like new characters that are being introduced this late in the game is curious. Here you are. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, Miss Vela. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilum friend is... Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called VAIK, Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're a cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. Ah, they're cosplayers. Awesome. Like, this is a big mood. Coming into a bar in cosplay and just mustering your energy before we can get to the convention center. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. This is... weird. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. The Lilum is weird. Is this... what did Alma do to my station? Why is there... I'm confused. I want answers. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss, Dee Dee? R&B. I'm coming! You see, Dee Dee is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased. Oh no. Yeah, the vending machine apparently has strong opinions about R&B. Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be that. You should go check on him though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Okay, thanks. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Franco-Belgian comics are great. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? I believe they were maybe talking about Asterix comics and I'm like, fuck yes. I love Asterix comics, they're so funny. I grew up reading European comics a lot. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, they might have been talking about Tintin as well. Asterix and Tintin. Yes, I grew up on Tintin comics. Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, hi honey. I saw that. What's going on here? Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilim just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Something isn't right today. Alma's done something and I'm not sure what. One sugar rush. Thanks. Seeing her down is so weird. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other clients that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you, Lilim, really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we could be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was one of the arguments used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. That's very, very good. I think it's important that we, on occasion, take a step back and think of just how far we've come with our ancestors and stuff and take appreciation for what we have now. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Yeah, in this universe, the 3 laws of robotics are apparently gone. Can't harm humans. Can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools. But how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled visions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They are a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it for their favor. Wow, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? It's a tad small though, sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? Foray. Why Foray? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to... Oh, it's four, not Foray. I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, Four! It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you could say it's foreplay. Ha 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 ha. Thanks, Dorothy. You made it weird. Yeah. He was also named after someone. Really? Who? A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend. Oh no. Are we getting into... Is it plot time, guys? What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's go with a blue fairy. Alright. This sounds ominous. Here. Why did they call it a blue fairy? Is it because of Pinocchio? I believe the name is based off of absinthe, which some call the green fairy. The first versions of the drink were described as sweeter absinthe. Sadly, they had time to fix the formula because people were turning... Sadly, they had to fix the formula because people were turning green. Okay, so it's more of an absinthe drink, sort of thing. That's interesting. Not blue? A bluish green. You seem to have cheered up a bit there. Yeah, talking to you always helps me get my mind off of things. Hey, there's something I've wondered for a while now. What? What kind of friends do you have? I mean, are they in your same line of work, or... friends? Aside from you? Thank you. Well, there's Lawrence. That vending machine is a lot of fun to be with. Once you get past his quirkiness, that is. I've also met a lot of nice people working in the streets. From the top of my head, I can think about... Nightingale, another Lilum. He changed himself to have fur and a more wolf-like face. He's also a pretty good pianist. He plays in a jazz band on the weekends. There's also Nadira, a drag queen that's the owner of a club I've been invited to a few times. She has an animal shelter on the side. I help her with that occasionally. Oh, nice of you, Dorothy. Oh, there's also Sister Clementine, a nun from an orphanage. I go there sometimes and play with the kids. Dorothy! That's so sweet of you! Well, that's something I didn't expect to hear. Yeah, we didn't hear that. We didn't expect that either. I also almost got adopted once. Oh. Oh no. I was flattered, but it was weird. Oh, and it turns out I already knew your boss. Some years ago, She what? What? I said too much. Client confidentiality and all that. Oh, did she hire Dorothy in the past? Well, enough tangents. Why were you gloomy in the first place? Gloomy? When you came in, I don't know if gloomy is the right word, but you were pretty quiet at the very least. And knowing how you normally are was pretty weird. Oh, don't worry about that. Just had one too many things going on in my mind. I wasn't gloomy or anything, more like distracted, really. Well, I think I'll go now. She seems to be running away from this topic of conversation. Thanks for lending me an ear, honey. My boss told you about the party tomorrow, right? Yep, I wouldn't dare to miss that. Okay then. Alright then, see you tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks. And that's that. Boss, I'll be taking my break. Alright. I'm curious. Like, more plot stuff's coming about, and... Save. Save. I'm curious to see where this goes. Because I think even like the next day, the party might actually maybe be the final day of this game, which is interesting. But we'll definitely be saving that for next week. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Back. Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PvP main event fight I've seen all year, not really, no. I'll check my DMs after the stream, Deadpool. Thank you. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Gogo outside. He was so hyped for that match. He must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Say! Say's back! Oh, she's so lovely. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. How about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I just noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggests taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for Say. Honestly, what kind of stuff does she like? I think she likes sweet drinks. Let's get her something sweet and bubbly and cold. Cobalt Velvet could be good. Let's get her something sweet and cold. Yeah, let's get her a Moon Blast, because that's on the rocks and blended. Sweet, girly, and happy. I think she needs that. Rocks and blended. I think you'll like this one. Really? So sweet of you. Thanks. So Stella isn't with you today? She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. That's fine, Say. That's more than fine. Maybe next time? If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Oh, Stella sounds like such a good boss! Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Oh, my heart. Can't take this. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one who actively look for parties to attend though. I just don't mind going to them. Oh, I see. I only go to parties that Stella is attending, because otherwise I'll just stand there without anything to say. That and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know? You're not? She looks so nice in dresses though. I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Say, buff girls can wear dresses too and look cute as hell. Oh, say. Sorry, I'm like, honey, you look cute no matter what you wear. Although with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size. Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. She kind of reminds me a little bit of Autumn as well in terms of like having like the amazing physical muscle tone. Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Oh, everyone has a complex in their own way, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics. That's also why she goes out. She styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? Oh, that's why she has her hair. That's why she has her hair in front of her chest to hide her bust size, but I guess, like, I can't relate to that at all. At all. I'm feeling called out again. God damn it. She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. She seems affluent enough, why not go through reduction surgery? Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mum, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means the more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot. Stella has quite the admiration for her mum, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her? Huh. I'm getting called out so much by this game in the stream tonight. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J-cups or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? It's kind of a personal question, say. Not really. I've just been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. Oh. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I get you anything else? Do you have something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. We can easily do that, my dear. Let's see, something that's optional. Carmatrine. Actually, a blue fairy might be nice. Here. Thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepy, or at the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts sounding funnier than it actually is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Which is exactly why I don't like getting drunk. Like, I love alcohol, I love drinking, but I don't like getting drunk because I don't like having that complete loss of control. It makes me more anxious, if anything else. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget about their problems, which is exactly why I don't get drunk. One thing I have been really, really attentive of in the past 2 years is whenever I'm not in the best mindset, if I'm sad or I'm depressed or I'm just not really in the right headspace, I won't drink any alcohol because I don't want to correlate drinking alcohol and then numbing those emotions with being sad. So that when I'm sad, I turn to alcohol. Which is something I'm quite proud of that I managed to nip in the bud when I could. But that's exactly why I don't drink when I'm sad. I might have something small if I'm drinking with a friend to just kind of relax and maybe get a conversation going. But if I'm sad, I won't drink alcohol. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food or are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. It's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy, it'll just be me, Boss Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Finish my lemonade. Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What do you plan on doing right now? I'm gonna check one last errand before going home. No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Oh, it's you. Oh, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, would you? Alright. He's on his hardcore detective mode again. Something strong for Mr. Detective. Full commentary. That's got a lot of alcohol in it. What was it? It was the pile driver, wasn't it? Something strong for Mr. Detective. Something manly. Are there any others? I think the pile driver had the most amount of alcohol in it and it was manly, so let's do that one. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something. I am tracking that girl. Did you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder though, there has to be more to this than the whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? They sound interesting. Nope. He's some big name from Carnivania. His bloods apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines would initiate a reaction. Interesting. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. Oh god, that's horrifying. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Aha. Well, turns out Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn a living here and hasn't been seen and he hasn't seen her ever since. He could be lying, you know. Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the message to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. Cobalt velvet for Mr. Detective here. We can do that. I thought Crimson Rose might have been... I thought Crimson Rose might be Stella, maybe? Maybe it was just because of the red color scheme. I'm like, Cobalt Velvet. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Why are you surprised, asshole? Were you expecting me to mess it up so you didn't have to pay? No. So what made you accept the contract anyway? Keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time. He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least deliver her a message. He could have been lying. Yes, people lie, you made your point. Even then, I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. Oh, what it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, she had a big fight and ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried that worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I couldn't just say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So, how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to the her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do when you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. I think it might be Stella that he's looking for. But didn't Stella hire him to look for Say, because I remember these two were in the bar together. So that's why I'm like, is it Stella? Because she hired him to find Say after the bank incident, which is why I'm kind of scratching my head like, he's worked with Stella. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better get back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then. I want you here tomorrow at 8 PM. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright. Where's Gil, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on. Wait a bit and I'll go with you. Oh, sure. Thanks. Nice, nice, nice. Didn't do any mistakes. I know this small party is what you needed. Oh, that's really sweet. Merry Mega Christmas. Let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Happy holidays. Okay, I'm just going to quickly check something because it's Christmas here, which feels like that might be a befitting ending to this game. So I'm actually just going to quickly check if the Christmas party is like the end of the game, because if so, we might finish the game tonight, guys, to be honest, because if the next scene is going to be really, really short and self-contained. Hang on. Sorry to break it up. I'm not looking at like tutorials and stuff, but I'm just wanting to check the timeline. No, there are a few more days left. But yeah, that's what I just wanted to check, just in case, like, the next stream was going to be, like, an hour long because it was just the one last day. But no, there are a few more days. I didn't see any spoilers or anything like that, but we've got a good couple of days ahead of us. So, yes, I just wanted to check that before we wrapped up tonight's stream. But we do have maybe another week or so of this game before we reach the end of the story. So we're about, say, 2/3 of the way through. But let us save. 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 And that is all good. And I think with that, we will wrap up. Excuse me. Sorry. And with that, we will wrap up tonight's stream on our wonderful, soothing Sunday stream. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I had a wonderful time. This game is amazing. And I already have a couple of ideas in mind for the next game that I'll be putting up for vote. Oh, Shadowhand 2049, thank you so much for dropping by to say hi. We are just wrapping up for the evening, but really appreciate that you came by and said hi anyway. But thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, for all of your checks. I'm a little tired tonight, so we are wrapping it up here and now. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I had a wonderful time with this game. I really hope you had a fantastic time as well. I'm very curious to see how this story grows in the coming days, because it sounds more and more that things are coming into play that we didn't expect. And I'll be interested to see where this story goes. But thank you so much for joining me. Be sure, if you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, please consider hitting that follow button. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel and my Twitter as well for spur of the moment updates and other fun things. And be sure to join us next Friday as we play some more monster camp. And I'm very, very excited to return to summer camp and just see where the summer breeze takes us, and be sure to stay hydrated for that as well. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I had a wonderful time. I hope you all did as well. And I hope you all have a fantastic week ahead. And do remember, now and always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.